Hello and welcome back to the Troubles of Middle Earth. I am Circle Master, and today we have a big trouble since we have to go back out through Moria the other way. Because having stepped in from this side of the mountains, if I were to recall out, I would just be back at Khazad-dûm. Silver Rod of Capacity, I'm pretty sure I don't need. Yeah. Let's see what some of this excellent armor is. Dwarven. See, I don't need Dwarven. I don't remember if I have Slay Undead or not. I definitely don't need Resist Acid. Alright, I don't need Silver Rod of Capacity. So up we go. I'm going to take Shafts whenever I can. Just because they will take you up multiple levels. There's not obviously guaranteed to be a shaft up on every level. But there is guaranteed to be a stairs up at least. And that's a vault. I've missed so many vaults just from my inability to deal with either the traps or the inventory. These poor novice rogues have no chance whatsoever. Right, I have a rod to detect traps. Well, something is summoning. Whatever it was, it blinked away. Up there it is. It's a queue. You know what? I should just be quaffing potions and going for exits. There's a stairs up. There's a stairs up. Yep, looks like it's just stairs. Well, there's a unique Shadowfax Steed of Gandalf, which, despite Gandalf being friendly, his horse is not. For some reason. For some reason, his horse is a jerk. Ugh. Stupid traps. Stupid Q. Summoning things. Fortunately, I already am immune to all of these elements. It's kind of amazing that this early in the game, the only immunity I'm lacking is acid immunity. There's a stairs up. There's another stairs up. I think that's my best bet. Oh, there's a shaft up. That'll skip a few levels. Okay, one level. But still, every little bit helps. Oh, there's a shaft way down in the bottom left corner, almost. Why can I not see it now? What is going on? Did I dream it? Is this stone giant withstanding on it? That was the issue. See, I don't need a Ring of Fear resistance. I don't need resist fire. I don't need vulnerability. Pretty sure I don't have Slay Giant yet. Let's see, there's a stairs up there, there's a shaft up there. Stairs. More stairs. Did I go the wrong way? No, I can go this way. Okay. There's some stairs right there. There's a shaft up there. Oh, there's a shaft up right over there. How convenient. And there we go. We're out. Now it's back to Lothlorien. All right. Sustain Wisdom. We want the recipe for reflection. The Amulet of Karlamis. Activate for protection of evil, increase constitution, resistance to fire. That's pretty garbage. The Phial of Galadriel. Activates for light area, provides light in radius 3, increases searching and luck. I would be wearing that if I didn't have the Anchor of Spacetime. Also provides light and prevents the space-time continuum from being disrupted. Which basically means no teleportation, no... Oh, and the resistance to time. And we have the fake file, basically the Phial of Undeath. It does provide light radius 5. It does allow you to breathe without air, which is mandatory in the bonus dungeon. And lets you sense the presence of undead, which is also nice. It just decreases all of your stats by 5. And carries an Ancient Morgothian curse. Let's see, the soft leather armor Hithlamir increases stealth and searching and provides some basic resistances. Nothing too exciting. The small metal shield of Elmarant sustains wisdom and charisma, resists fear, resists life draining, fire, and other chaos. I already have an artifact shield, which I don't remember what it does offhand, but we'll compare that later. That's a terrible great axe. The Rapier Forazgil. Extra damage from frost. Deadly against natural creatures, resistance to cold and light. Pretty terrible. Broadsword of Nothingness. That, I think, is the last worthless thing that we want. Apparently I had 9 empty bottles on me. So let's just get rid of those right away. Oh, I already had Sustained Wisdom. Well, now I've got 2 of them. We're going to drop off the Phial of Galadriel as well. I'm going to wear the Anchor of Space-Time and drop off the Stone of Lore, as well as the Phial of Undeath. Right, and we wanted to see what our current artifact shield is. Oh, that's immunity to fire and cold, so... yeah, this shield has no chance. Now we're going to drop the Amulet of Reflection. Now then. We're going to grab... what are we going to grab? See, we now have the ability to make it add to our last 2 stats. And sustain stats. So we actually have enough for everything we want. It's just a matter of... oh, it wants Amulets of Adornment instead of Amulets of Charisma. How strange. Alright. It's time to head back to Bree and do some artificing. So I actually don't need these Amulets of Charisma. And again, I'm going to do a little bit of cheating just to save some time. So what am I missing? Constitution and charisma. Well, you'll have to forgive me. Unfortunately, we can't make it lucky because that requires rabbit corpses. So, whoops. Looks like charisma and intelligence were still lacking. That kind of sucks. Yeah. So that's going to need to get bumped up. I don't need this other ring of sustained wisdom. And the other thing I'm going to want to do is enhance the anchor of space-time. Let's see what we can do with that. Obviously, we're going to want to have speed and extra attacks. And unfortunately, we don't have too many senses. And out of these activations, sunlight is probably the best. I mean, fire rocket is pretty hilarious, but it doesn't actually do that much in terms of damage. I could also put lightning and cold immunity on this, but I'd rather do that to a piece of armor that we get. We do have most of the resistances covered. So It's not actually going to take much experience for us to be able to use that, and it still has all of its qualities from being the anchor of space-time, even as we're customizing it. Which is important. Let's restock on some Satisfy Hunger. But at the same time, we don't need Scrolls of Word of Recall anymore since we have the Rod. Although, I did neglect to get Disarming. So that's going to be a thing that I have to worry about. More trap location. What I really need is Disarming. I'm guessing I don't have that recipe. I can't even actually look up by rods, which stinks. I have a feeling I should just cheat it if I'm going to scum it. You know? Either way, I'm non-interactively getting what I'm after. Wow, an indestructible ring of speed plus 10. That is a doozy. Now let's just get restore life levels and get rid of that yellow bar finally. But the fact of the matter is, I'd be happy to find detection as well as disarming, since right now I just have trap location. You know, I'd like to run the whole gamut. You know, the other thing I could do, I could start doing the town quests in Lothlorien. I don't remember if I have this or not. I'm just going to read it. Yeah, I think I'm going to head to Lothlorien and look up their quests. There it is. Quest entrance. This is, as you could expect, a bunch of spiders. Some of them do summon. You have the Erinnaes and the Elder Erinnaes, who are just jerks. Fortunately, I seem to be stealthy enough that I'm just slaughtering them before they even come to, which is not usual for zombie trolls. I can tell you that. So yeah, I can thank my equipment for giving me this superb stealth. Also, I'm seriously over-leveled for this quest. Well, it looks like one of them woke up. Well, it looks like they just self-heal. At least I haven't seen them... I haven't witnessed them summoning. But I thought for sure that the Elder Aranes could summon. Granted, I'm not giving them a lot of turns to do much of anything. And with the last spider dead, we're done with the quest. And we get a potion of augmentation. That, if you recall, is the potion that raises all of your stats. So if you're an alchemist looking for that recipe, you can try to get it from here. But good luck. Now this one is a pain just because it's so hard for me to find where the quest is. But they gave us 99 potions of water curing. And I don't think you're just meant to walk through the shallow water. But then I'm not sure what you're meant to do. You know what? Let's go this way. This be a nice little exploration, I bet. Well, that's the ocean. That's certainly the wrong way. So yeah, wherever you're supposed to go for that quest, I don't remember at all. I'm sorry. Yep, that just leads to the mines. Great, another fate, who cares? Yep, I'm just gonna head west and see what happens. And what happens is I get here. Whole lot of nothing. That's what happens. Well, I'm just going to make the rod tip of disarming so we can get on with this. Except I also need a rod. There we go. You'll have to forgive me for that. So, with that done, we're heading off. It's Mirkwood, Dol Guldur. Where is the other side of the trees? Now, unfortunately, this is basically big open plains. There we go, the Land of Rune. I found it right away. This is the Sacred Land. Let's just get a look-see, and it's this kind of mess of trees and water. So you want to have flying. All of the staircases are going to be on the edge. And you can find some market levels here. Let's see, what is it? F. Definitely don't need an Essence of Confusion. And that poor giant white centipede is out of his element. Basically, there are some uniques around here. And at the bottom that we care about. Actually, this is Rune. I'm thinking, yeah. There's a unique down here at the bottom we care about, and there might be market levels. That's why we're here. You're just a mind flayer. You're not him. I don't know why I thought you'd be him. Yeah, Rune is absolutely optional. And if you've gotten through Moria, you're pretty confident of getting through here. Or you can be pretty confident, I should say. What is going on? Oh. Is it out? Oh, I'm using the wrong rod because I picked something up. Now my healing rod is out. I'm not terribly worried about that, honestly. Any market level would be nice. I definitely don't need a scroll of light. Now this is interesting. Oh, I'm just in a mess of destroyed stuff. You'll get that sometimes. Wow, my first step outside of the trap detected zone is a trap. How was that a wall? Oh, this is an arena level where the walls are weird, I guess. I heard a door burst open, but it was a false alarm, I guess. So yeah, just in case you're wondering why you could skip Rune, it's boring. And I mean it when I say if you can take Mirkwood, or sorry, Moria, then there are 0 challenges in Rune. You're also not the unique. But then I forget how many levels deep this dungeon goes. Let's go see what this entourage is up to. Not much. I don't need an average Demon Blade. I don't need a Book of Summoning. Definitely don't need a Potion of Clumsiness. Or Wisdom. Or Charisma. Or an Essence of Fire. Or 2 empty bottles. Or a Rod Tip of Frostbolts. That is a lot of traps. For one small area. That was a pretty sturdy Death Knight. But he dies just the same. That's just a hardened warrior. I'm having the worst luck here, not seeing any market levels. But then me having the worst luck is pretty par for the course. Hey, there's an ancient dragon at least. Yeah, I don't think I need an extra rod tip of recall. Oh, is that him? Is this the bottom level? Ulfang the Black. I think this might be him. Yep, he's the summoner. Of course, at this point, he doesn't really summon anything dangerous, although acid hounds were probably the worst kind of hound he could have summoned. Stop breathing acid, jeez. I'm not immune to it yet. Also, the squares that turn gray, that's when some kind of blast effect damages trees. If you have flight, you can still pass over them, but if you have tree walking, you cannot. So yeah, I just want to confirm that there's no more down staircases, that Ulfang the Black was the boss that I was remembering. And that is it. We're done. With the Land of Ruin. It's actually straight across. And what is this? Dol Guldur. So for future reference, let's just take a quick peek at our gear, the loot that we picked up. Ring of free action, who cares? Another bad thing, jeez. Oh, there we go, the hard leather armor of Erud. Electricity, fire, and cold. That would be our last immunity slot. What is our current armor? Immunity to electricity and cold. No, we're missing acid. That's what we're missing. What am I thinking? Not really anything besides that. And this is Poison, Nexus, and Disenchantment. So that's kind of a toss-up. I just can't seem to get acid immunity out of these people. Yeah, that's my only source of disenchant resistance, it looks like. Alright, so next time We'll probably do another side dungeon or two before we continue with the next main quest dungeon. And until then, take care.